The day has gotten away from us at this point.
It's been a wild day.
What time is it, like 6, 7 o'clock?
I don't know. I think 7.
We're out here doing stuff, and look what we ran across. We found these 2 Jeeps on a trail.
What's up?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Moab. This is day 2 for you guys, and technically day 4 for us. We are out here exploring around with the new Tacoma and the Rustic Mountain Overland trailer set up. If you haven't caught the last video, you can check it out in the corner right over here. I gave you a rundown of everything involved with this current setup. Oh, it is so bright out here. We are currently in a valley completely surrounded by these canyon walls here, and we spent yet another night in this new Free Spirit tent, the Aspen Rise. We just spent the morning kind of hanging out here, got the DJI battery charging up over here. Starlink was pumping all night, and we did some work just kind of sitting here in the shade. But now it's time to pack all this stuff up and find a new spot. We're actually going to head back into town and do a couple errands, hopefully beat some of this heat. It's currently, man, it's about to be 11 o'clock already, so the heat is coming. We'll probably cool off in town for a little while before coming back out on the trails, and then we'll find another spot for the night. Wow, you look so good.
Yeah. It's really the 1-2 punch with this guy and then my worm.
Yeah. Oh wait, let's see the worm.
Look at him.
With a cowboy hat.
It doesn't get old.
So 3rd night in this new tent, what'd you think?
I need better pillows, but the tent itself is great.
Yeah, the tent's good. We've been slacking in the pillow department. I should really find like a better camp pillow. I actually really like the Rumple pillow that I was using when I was sleeping in the bed of the truck. I only have one of those. It's at home. I should probably buy the big ones and get like 4 of them. We'll do that at some point. All right, let's clean up. Free feet.
Free feet. Boom, 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 boom.
We have made it to our camp spot, and we didn't really film anything throughout the day because we were super busy doing some work stuff, but we found a ledge to park on, which fits very well with what we did last year. Sunset's pretty nuts. Haven't seen a single vehicle out here, and this is some more untouched territory for us. We always find new stuff when we come to Moab, so it's pretty cool to continue to do that every time we're here. This is a pretty good spot.
It is a pretty good spot.
We already got camp set up and everything, so we're just enjoying.
I showered.
Oh yeah, you showered.
I showered.
Out in the wild. How was it?
Smell me? Sniff
Yeah,
test.
you smell good.
Sniff test.
You smell good now.
Oh, thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
We got camp all set up,
We did?
and we got to cook dinner soon. After this sunset, though. I'm really starting to warm up to the whole trailer thing, and been enjoying it a lot. We did have to do, what, 3 different maneuvers today where we had to like turn it around,
Yeah, at least.
and then we had to back it down all this like bumpy slick rock here to get kind of out to the ledge, but I'm enjoying it. When I get back home, I think I'm going to outfit the Rustic Mountain trailer just a little bit more. Kind of like I talked about in the last video, but more storage on the rack and maybe some new inhabit mats on the inside. I got plans for it, and I'll execute those at some point. Camp's all set up, so I've got batteries charging over here. Got the solar set up towards the east for the morning. What's cool about this is the truck is not level at all. You don't have to worry about it. The trailer wasn't that level, but simply put the jack down. It's already attached. You just crank it down and we're nice and level now for another night in this new tent. Here's a look at the rise hinge mechanism on there. Pretty cool. There are diesel hose pass-throughs. There's one here. There's one on this window, I believe. Obviously, we're not using those on this trip, but kind of interesting placement there. Not exactly sure how it would do in the winter months, but probably just as good as the Aspen Light. Need some help there?
No. No, I don't.
You got it. You got it. To the tailgate.
To the tailgate.
On the menu tonight, we are going to have some asparagus, and we're going to split a ribeye steak. Should be good. Kind of healthy. Some seasoning. That's a big steak.
I know, that's why I only got one.
Good call. Fire.
Woo. Woo.
Now the downside to camping on the side of a cliff like this is, as you can tell, it's pretty windy. It was a little windy last night in like the little valley that we stayed in the canyon, but I slept okay. She don't like sleeping in the wind. I mean, I would prefer not to either, but we are super exposed up here and it's gonna be windy.
I also only had one pillow last night.
Got it. Coming up.
Coming up.
Ugh. What are you doing up here?
Setting the ambiance.
Looks nice.
Oh, thanks.
So, that wind really picked up as we were eating and put the fire out, kind of rushed to clean up.
Dampened
and
the mood.
It dampened the mood. It feels good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we have all of the windows open in this tent. As you can hear, it is absolutely ripping around here. It feels good compared to the other nights when it's been super hot.
True.
We've been burning through a bunch of power on that DJI battery, so I have the solar set up for the morning, which the panel was like blowing over. It's just leaning up against my tire right now. I charged a ton of camera gear. I'm still charging camera batteries. So the truck right now, although you can't hear it, it's actually running. You can actually have the inverter running on the new Tacoma, and obviously since it's hybrid, it's still powering that with a hybrid battery. Every once in a while the motor will kick on to charge the hybrid battery and then kick off. So I have it set for an hour. It's just going to charge that battery and supply power to the fridge and all my camera gear and stuff like that, and then it will eventually just turn itself off. So not wasting much gas because, again, hybrid, and it's kind of a cool feature.
It's fancy.
It's fancy. If I sit here and keep talking, eventually you will hear the truck just go whoom and start up. Now, another perk to this trailer is the bigger tent. I kind of talked about it last night in the previous video. We have a lot more headspace and foot space because I'm used to the short Evo and the Aspen Light, which is a little bit shorter than the Aspen, or this one, the Aspen Rise. So trailer setup is pretty sick like this. I think I would personally choose the Evo for a straight pop, complete 360 views, but at the same time, I think this one might be a little bit easier to close up because you don't have any fabric shooting out that side. You really just have to worry about the front and the two windows.
You've been closing it pretty quickly in the morning.
Yeah, it closes pretty quick. I do have the pump to deflate the mattress. We've been keeping 2 pillows, 2 blankets in here, and works out pretty well, I guess. We've been camping a lot of different ways, so what's your favorite? Obviously, we have the van, we have tent on truck, tent on trailer.
Kimbo.
We don't really do any like ground stuff. I've been sleeping in the bed of my Tacoma, but
yeah,
that's not with you.
I think the van, just because it's easy, super easy, and camera can come with easy. So that's why that's my favorite.
You took the easy way out.
How was that the easy way out?
Of course you like the van. You can use all the power and make your tea at night.
I will say though, having the, I make my tea at night now.
Yeah, with the little battery,
yeah,
which works well.
Yeah, I will say this is, I love the Kimbo for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, over the van, I think, because it's just cozy.
It is super cozy.
It's so cozy. And Cam can travel in that too. This is probably my favorite way to truck camp, with the trailer.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially for trips like this.
It's pretty good. So I think I am pretty set on building this thing out just a little bit more. I'm not sure how I will use it going forward because I do plan on putting a Sherpa rack on the Tacoma, and that's going to be like the tent truck setup. Kimbo's going in the Tundra, and there's that wind.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Good lord. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna blow away.
Oh, it's so windy. So yeah, I am sure I will find a use for like having this built out. Maybe I will use it in conjunction with the Tacoma or the van, or I don't know. The RAV4 could probably pull this, but it wouldn't be great. But if you got
much longer.
If you got a GX550, you could just hook up.
I saw a Highlander towing a U-Haul today. I know that the Highlander would work.
Highlander's so lame though.
It's not going to be lame when I'm done with it.
It's what are you gonna do to it?
You just wait.
Throw some Firestones on it.
You just wait.
Some Rimzos.
You just wait. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
All right. It is.
Okay.
Coolest mobile around.
Yeah. When are you having a kid?
We.
Oh no, we.
I'm not
This
sure.
is not a pregnancy announcement. I'm sure people are gonna ask, but no, it's not. We're gonna watch a movie, hang out, and probably sleep, unless something exciting happens, like the tent blows off this cliff.
Don't say that.
If we go like rolling into the canyon behind us, that would be the end of the video. But if we make it through the night and nothing exciting happens, I'm going to continue this one in the morning, and we're
Sweet dreams.
And we're gonna film the seat video tomorrow. Ashley already has some opinions on it.
Oh,
so
I got opinions.
You guys might be surprised with what I think about the isodynamic seats in the 2024 Tacoma. That'll be a future video. Again, I apologize. Maybe that video's out right now. That video might be out. If it is, I'll leave a link for it, but if not, it's coming next.
He finally got his shit together, people.
Oh, the truck just started. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
Probably not over the damn wind.
All right. I'll talk to you in the morning.
doing?
Guys, let's go.
What are you doing?
Lower and
Nothing.
lift. Lower.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Pilates, what are you doing?
Just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
You look like you're doing Pilates. There's a nice little squat there.
The Asian squat? Yeah. Danny calls it the Asian squat. So I can
Danny's
call it.
Asian.
That's fine. He said I'm honorary. Mike too.
Oh. The Oreo.
Well, we didn't get blown off the cliff last night,
We didn't. We made it.
so that's good.
We're here.
Good morning again. I actually slept really good last night. The wind did die down eventually, and we lived without going over the edge. So that's good. This is really high.
Yeah.
That's got to be like, oh, I don't know. You'd probably hit the ground at like 400 feet and then roll another 200 feet over the next cliff.
Nice.
Yeah, probably over 1,000 feet if you make it all the way to the bottom.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, have fun with your yoga Pilates
I'm almost done.
stuff. So this spot, other than the wind for a little while, ended up working out perfectly, and this would be the perfect spot to just kind of leave the trailer here for the day and go explore around. But I do want to find one more spot because I think tomorrow is going to be our last night before we head back to Colorado. So I'm not going to leave this here. We are going to pack things up and pull it out with us back to town once again for a little bit. Now I want to show you guys a little tip. Hopefully stay out of this wind. I want to show you a tip to closing up specifically a Free Spirit tent, because I get asked about this a lot, but I don't think I've ever shown it properly in a video. So here you go. The best way to close up a tent from Free Spirit that comes with an AirCore mattress right here. This is a memory foam air mattress. It's super comfortable. This right here is the key. This is a little product that you can order on Amazon. I will leave a link for it in the description down below because I've already sent a link for this to a lot of you guys who have asked. So this is a little kind of vacuum air pump. It comes with a few different nozzles. This one right here I use for inflating, and then this side is what I'm going to use to suck all the air out of here. So the mattress lays flat, keeping 2 pillows, 2 blankets in here, of course the fitted sheet, and it's pretty easy and straightforward. So over here on the side of the mattress is where you will find the valves. There are 2 of them, and I basically leave one over there in the position where it would hold air. The valve will look like this when you are putting air in, and then if I flip it around, when this side is all yellow, that means you can suck air out and the air will not go back in. So I have the other valve set to this right here, that way the mattress hopefully doesn't reinflate itself while we're driving around. It's gonna be hard to do this with one hand while I'm holding the camera, but I'm gonna turn this pump on and basically just hold this up against that valve, and the whole entire thing will get sucked extremely flat. Now, if you kind of keep an eye on the covers and maybe the mattress, you may be able to see things slowly start to dip down. I'm just gonna hold this here. And if you tap it again, it'll go into like hyper mode. Oh no. Now, it may not be a good idea to do it the way I do it because you might stress out the pump, but I let this thing run on high like that until it cannot keep up, and then it shuts itself off. I then close the cap, and if we take a look at this now, I mean, it is super flat. I can almost feel the EPE foam underneath of the mattress. So you guys saw the before, and now this is the after. Super thin. The pump is very small, lightweight. It charges USB-C, so I've been using this for a couple nights in a row. I'll probably charge it while we're driving today, and I like keeping this thing topped up all the time. You could leave it in the tent because there is enough room, but in colder environments it will kill the battery, so I like to keep this thing inside of my actual truck. So now everything in here is laying flat. We got all of our gear out. I do like having the windows open, that way this thing doesn't act like a balloon that you're trying to squeeze, so it will allow air to escape out, and now we can close this tent up pretty easily. The Aspen Rise has a U-bar here that you do have to lower, and the tension rod on the inside. And now you don't have to worry about tucking the fabric in from the ladder side. because this tent will actually kind of stay closed. I like to tuck everything in one side at a time and then get the latches started. I like to throw the ladder inside of the trailer and that's it. Super easy close up. Granted, I've been opening and closing tents for a long time now. I'm pretty used to Free Spirit and that's one of the reasons why I like them. Really easy up, really easy down. You could do it in about a minute. The day has gotten away from us at this point.
It's been a wild day.
What time is it, like 6, 7 o'clock?
I don't know. I think 7.
We're out here doing stuff and look what we ran across. We found these 2 Jeeps on a trail.
What's up? The Jeep guys.
Big Jeep guys.
The Grenadiers are back. What are you guys doing out here?
We just showed up. Yeah, we left the shop. They let us out early. And here we are. We ended up in Moab. I don't know.
And now we're all in Moab
How do you
yeah.
wind up in
together.
Moab randomly?
I
I was in San Diego this morning. How did I wind up in Moab with a Barbie Jeep?
How did I leave the shop before, like, I don't know, midnight?
I don't know.
That was weird.
It's divine intervention. We had
Yeah,
some friends
it was-
that were in
It
Moab,
was God's will.
and they really needed us to come and encourage them to stay longer in Moab, and then come stay with us.
The reality is, Talon was freaking pumped that we were going to show up, and Ashley was like,
Again?
they're
She was
crashing.
like, again?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, Dave's coming, and Talon's like,
And she's
sweet.
like,
And
no.
she's like, no. We're going home.
I do have to say that people loved Juicy Dave in the last video.
Juicy
Well,
Dave.
it was mixed. Some people loved it
Some
and
people
thought it was
did not like
exciting.
it very
The
much.
Canadians, the Canucks,
They didn't like
Yeah.
Juicy
poo-pooed
Dave.
on Juicy
They were
Dave.
like, "Who's the guy driving the white one?" Yeah, I would
Don't
not
invite that
offer it
guy
with him.
ever again.
I would never take him.
All right.
And you're like, here we are again.
Well, we're gonna hang out with these guys in town for a little bit. I don't know what we're really doing, but we'll kind of fill you in on Instagram. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and
we missed.
we'll talk to you in the next one.
Bye.